Not everyone wants you to win. Some people smile at your success and quietly hope it doesn't last. And the worst part? You probably trust them. By the end of this video, you'll start seeing it. Have you ever noticed how people change when things start going well for you? At first, they support you. They cheer you on. They say they're proud. They seem genuinely happy for you. But then something shifts. The energy feels different. The enthusiasm fades. The conversations get strange. It's subtle. So subtle you almost can't put your finger on it. They still show up, they still text, they still act like they care, but not the same way. There's something underneath. A hesitation, a distance, a shift in how they treat you. And you start wondering, did I do something wrong? Did I hurt them somehow? Am I being ungrateful? But the truth is, their reaction probably has nothing to do with you at all. Here's what most people don't want to admit. Your success forces other people to confront their own lives. Your growth becomes a mirror, and not everyone likes what they see in that mirror. When you're winning, you're thriving, you're becoming more, they have to look at themselves. And they have to ask themselves, why aren't I doing that? Why aren't I growing? Why am I stuck while they're moving forward? That's uncomfortable. That creates pain. And people don't like pain, so they make a choice. When someone sees you improving, they have two choices. Choice one, they can grow. They can look at themselves honestly. They can get inspired by your success. They can start making changes. They can invest in themselves. They can push themselves to become better. Choice two, they can pull you back down. Growing is hard. Growing requires discomfort. Growing requires admitting where you're wrong. Growing requires sacrifice. Most people don't choose that. Instead, they do something much more subtle, something that doesn't feel like sabotage, something that feels like support, but it's not. They won't attack you directly. That would be too obvious. You'd recognize it immediately. You'd push back. You'd defend yourself. Instead, they use subtlety. They say things like, just be careful. Don't get your hopes up. That's risky. Are you sure about this? I just want you to be realistic. It sounds like concern, but listen carefully. It plants doubt, a seed of uncertainty, right when you're feeling momentum, right when you're feeling confident. They introduce doubt, or they'll downplay your wins. You share something big, something you worked hard for, something that matters to you, and they respond with something small. That's nice, I guess. Or they redirect. Oh yeah, my friend did something similar, but bigger. Or they qualify it. Well, it's good, but just remember, the hard part comes next. You feel it. You feel that hollow feeling. That sense that your victory wasn't actually a victory, that somehow it wasn't quite good enough. But you can't quite explain it, so you second-guess yourself. Or they'll joke. Little comments, slight digs, just enough to make you question yourself. Not enough that you can be angry about it. Wow, look at you thinking you're important now. I don't recognize you anymore. Must be nice having time for all that. It sounds playful, but there's an edge, a sharpness underneath. And if you react to it, if you call them out, they're gaslighting you. Relax, I was just kidding. Why are you taking it so seriously? But you didn't take it seriously. You took it as the joke it was, a joke with a message. Here's the thing, this isn't always intentional. They're not sitting at home plotting against you. They're not waking up thinking, how can I sabotage my friend today? Most of the time, they're not even aware they're doing it. It's automatic. It's a defense mechanism, because what they're really protecting is their identity. Think about it. If you started 5 years ago where they are now, and now you're ahead of them, that forces them to ask, why am I still here? Why haven't I moved? Why am I stuck? And that's threatening. Not physically, but psychologically, because their identity is built on a story. I'm the successful one. I'm the smart one. I'm the one people look up to. And if you're changing that story, if you're becoming the person they wanted to be, then their identity is threatened. So they react, not consciously, but instinctively. They try to keep you in the same box, the same identity you had before. You're the shy one. You're the one who doesn't take risks. You're the one who plays it safe. Because if you stay that version of you, their identity stays safe. So the question is, when someone reacts strangely to your growth, is it really about you? Or is it about what your growth represents to them? Is it about you failing? Or is it about them needing you to stay the same? Is it about your potential or is it about their insecurity? Because here's what's true. People who are growing don't need you to stay small. People who are evolving don't feel threatened by your evolution. People who are becoming their best don't spend energy pulling others down. So when someone reacts negatively to your growth, what they're revealing isn't something about you. It's something about them. It's a mirror. Here's where it becomes dangerous. Not because of what they say, but because of what happens inside you. You start hesitating. Should I tell them about my win, or will it make them uncomfortable? You start second-guessing. Is this really a good decision, or am I being reckless? You start shrinking without realizing it. You stop sharing your plans. You stop talking about your goals. You downplay your achievements. You make yourself smaller, not because they told you to, but because you're trying to protect them from their own discomfort, and that's the real danger. Because slowly, you adjust yourself to stay comfortable for them. You dim your light, you quiet your voice, you shrink your dreams to make room for their comfort. And they didn't even have to ask you to do it. You did it automatically, out of love, out of loyalty, out of not wanting to rock the boat. But here's what happens when you do that. You stop growing. You stop becoming. You stay exactly where they need you to stay. And years later, you're still in the same place, while they're still the same, and you're both unhappy, but for different reasons. But once you see this, you can't unsee it. Once you understand the mechanism, everything changes. You start recognizing the patterns. The tone changes when you mention your wins, the timing of their concerns, the way they praise your successes compared to how they praise theirs. The subtle shifts when you talk about your future, and instead of internalizing it, instead of thinking, oh, I did something wrong, you observe it. You see it from the outside, like you're watching a movie instead of being in it. And that distance, that observer's perspective, is where your power lives, and that changes everything. Because now, their reaction doesn't define your direction. Their discomfort doesn't get to determine your path. Their insecurity doesn't get to limit your potential. You stop shrinking. You stop explaining. You stop justifying. You just keep going, not with anger, not with spite, but with quiet conviction. You keep sharing your wins, not to hurt them, but because you earned them and you deserve to celebrate them. You keep pursuing your goals, not to show them up, but because those goals matter to you. You keep evolving, not to leave them behind, but because standing still isn't an option. And something shifts inside you. You realize their comfort is not your responsibility. Their growth is not your job. Your life is not meant to make them feel better about theirs. Not everyone will celebrate your growth. Not everyone will be happy for your wins. Not everyone will support your evolution. And that's okay, because here's the truth. Your life isn't meant to fit inside someone else's comfort zone. It's meant to expand. It's meant to grow. It's meant to become more. And the people worth keeping in your life, the people who truly love you, they'll grow with you. They'll celebrate your wins. They'll support your journey. They'll want you to win, not because it helps them, but because your happiness matters to them. Those are your people. Everyone else, they're just showing you something about themselves, not about you. So if you find yourself shrinking for someone, if you're dimming your light because of their discomfort, if you're staying small so someone else can feel big, it's time to stop. It's time to grow anyway. It's time to win anyway. It's time to become who you're meant to become anyway. Because here's what happens when you do. The right people come closer. The wrong people fall away. And you finally get to live your life, not adjusted for their comfort, but designed for your greatness. If this made you think of someone, if you felt that recognition, just comment, I see it, not to call them out, but because recognizing the pattern is the first step to breaking free from it. Once you see it, you move differently. Thank you for watching.